Just fire. Go. All right, Hot Clocks family, TTS family, it's your boy Ken. I got JC with me. For those of you who don't know, JC is our engraver. So whenever you see any of our cool Hot Clocks, or when people send their guns in, they want any kind of cool engraving, stipple patterns, JC's the one who does it all. He's going to be shooting with us on this video instead of Vinny. He's got other plans, so sorry about that, but I think JC's a better shooter. That's just between me and you. Anyways, we got something special. So we got the Alpha Foxtrot, the Romulus over there, and then we got the Staccato 2011. So with this particular firearm, everybody wants the Staccato. You know, I get customers in all the time, do you have a Staccato? Do you have a Staccato? That's what they want. Well, our customers started coming in, and they started seeing the Romulus, the Alpha Foxtrot. They started seeing all of the cool things like the Platypus and the Exodus, or not the Exodus, what's the G, the Fusion. They started seeing the Fusion firearm. Well, the Romulus itself, we started getting a lot of people coming in, and they were trading in their Staccatos for the Romulus. Not only is it half the price or a fraction of the price, but it feels better in the hand, and from a lot of our customer reviews, they like that firearm a little bit better. Now, I'm not taking a crap, I'm not pooping on Staccato. This is just what we've seen. Customers come in, they trade in their Staccatos for the Romulus. So we decided that we're actually going to do a 1,000-round review on the Romulus, and we're going to take out a Staccato. Thank you, Tactical Store, for sponsoring this video. They're actually giving us a Staccato to take out shooting. And for those of you who are like, you know, that's not a fair comparison. As you see, this one right here has the compensator. The slide is much lighter. It's a much smoother, much lighter pull than the Staccato. In my experience, since the Staccato has a rougher and a much firmer slide, it's going to help reduce the felt recoil. So even though that one has a compensator, what's it going to do? It's going to reduce the felt recoil. It's going to help keep you level, which is the same thing as a hardened, stiff spring is supposed to do. So it's just going to even out. You know, in my opinion, that's what it's going to do. So JC and I, we're gonna go hit the range. We're gonna dump 1,000 rounds through that. We're gonna shoot some ammo through the Staccato. That way we can say, hey, in our experience shooting both of these are what I do like, what I don't like from each platform. And I know what you're wondering, what's all that blue stuff on there? Well, this pistol is new out of the box, and we didn't want to dump in 1,000 rounds. We don't want to burn up the front of that light. So we just threw tape on there. That way, you know, 1,000 rounds, it's going to get hot. It's going to have a lot of gas, a lot of stuff coming out the front end. And it still works. So, yeah, let's hit the range. All right, guys, as stated, me and JC here at the range, we had to wait a day, so that's why we're changed clothes. Vinny heard me talking some shit, and so he decided, you know, he's going to cancel his plans. His kids can have a birthday party some other day. So he showed up today to rectify who's a better shooter, him or JC. But as stated, I got the Staccato here. Didn't really want to invest in a holster when we're probably going to just start all carrying the Romulus. Again, we're not sponsored by Romulus or Staccato, so we're just going to shoot a little bit of the Staccato, shoot a little bit of the Romulus.
Not yet, anyway, not yet.
Yeah. And then we'll give you an honest opinion of which one we think's a little better in our own opinion. Not saying one gun is better than the other, but which one we prefer, especially since the majority of our customers are trading in Staccatos, or they're trying to get rid of them so they can get the cash to get a Romulus. So, pitter patter, let's get at her.
So Alpha Foxtrot, send some videos, send some guns, you know?
Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay, folks. So we got JC. He's going to do a 5-shot accuracy test on the target. That one right over there. And then we're all going to take turns doing 5 shots. Then we're going to swap out to the Staccato and put the other one up there. And, yeah, just rinse, repeat, and give our thoughts. Shooter, when ready.
Ready.
You may begin firing when your targets appear.
Safety on.
That's some premium stuff. All right, next shooter. All right, we got Vinny. He's doing his 5-round shot. See if he can keep a better grouping than JC.
I don't know, man. JC's pretty good.
All right. Shooter, you may begin firing when ready.
Is that 5?
Yeah.
Still 6.
Was it? Crap. Well, that's all right. I do want a disclaimer. Believe it or not, first time I've ever shot with a red dot with a pistol.
Yeah.
I've never shot with a red dot with a pistol. That's why I asked you where you were holding. Love the gun, super flat shooter. I just got to get used to that dot, keeping it steady.
Yeah.
Never seen a dot before. I mean, I've seen them, but I've never shot an actual pistol with a dot.
It's definitely a lot different than going iron sights.
Completely different. That's all I know is iron sights. I mean, I was just hitting steel from 25 yards with my Glock, no problem. And I'm pretty disappointed with that, but at the same time,
for a first time, you can't be mad.
That's what I'm saying. First time ever, but
it's still a kill shot.
Absolutely. I'll just get better and better from there.
All in the tee box.
Sorry, on the live shot.
Yeah. That's on the live shot.
All right. Next.
All right, cool cats. Got the Staccato. We're gonna do the same thing. 5 rounds each shooter, and then we're gonna do an accuracy test on that target with it. Go through at the end, kind of give our what we like, what we don't like about each pistol, and then we're actually gonna shoot some more in depth and try and get a better feel for each gun. See? I think I did 6 rounds there. 7. I totally wasn't counting. Then I was like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be counting these.
I totally forgot my ears. The whole time.
What?
What?
All right, we got JC. He's going to do his 5 rounds.
Safe.
Okay. Clearly, he shoots better with the Romulus.
It's a piece of crap. 3 grand for what?
Staccato. So let's see what all the jazz is about.
All right, Vinny claims he shot like shit because he's not used to a red dot, so let's see if that holds true.
All right. I guess I'll just go for center mass there.
Yeah, or
Looks like there's some
you can put it on one of those circles or put it on
one of the hostage takers.
yeah, the hostage takers, or put it in the center in between.
Do that. First time Staccato.
There you go.
All right. Not bad. Like I said, I'm an iron sight type of guy, but I like it. It's not bad, I will say.
Basura.
When ready.
Ready.
Since it's still moving.
So we're here 30 yard. We're at the 30-yard mark from the targets. And so far, JC and I have been able to, with the Staccato and Romulus, put shots all day, hit after hit on that orange target.
It wasn't on camera, so it didn't happen.
It was, it's going to be now. Let's get it.
Oh, slow her down. Damn it, a little low on that last one.
It's 3 out of 2, 30 yards, not bad. I think that's an 8x10.
Yep.
8x10 plate, so good stuff.
Decent grouping at the bottom. Took his nuts out. That'll work.
Yeah, it'll buff.
It'll buff. We're live.
5 rounds, 30 yards staccato. Since Vinny had to call me out, wasn't on camera, got to do it again.
Oh, I'm hit. I'm hit.
Clear. I missed one that time. First time was 5 out of 5. Now I got 4 out of 5, 30 yards.
30 yards, that's freaking still really good, man.
Oh, and we've been shooting for like a couple hours, so we're all fatigued. I'm fatigued. I'm sweating. It'll buff.
Yeah,
That's the other thing they don't tell you, right? When you watch a lot of the YouTube videos and people have been shooting all day, they're constantly recording, constantly taking snippets, because as you shoot, you do get your shoulders get fatigued, your forearms get fatigued, right? You've been shooting, it's hot, it's sweaty, so you might be perfect first 20 minutes of your shoot day, then by the end of the day, you're all like, holy shit, man, I am done.
Yep.
What?
What?
Yeah, okay.
But
can eat
very,
my
very
ass.
true. Very true what Ken says, guys. Some of those other guys, they just show you the good stuff. They don't show you the real deal in between, you know, what
Yeah.
really goes on out in elements. You know, there's so many factors that go into shooting and training, you know.
And you have your good days, you have your bad days.
Correct.
Yeah.
You'll never shoot consistently great every single day. That's why we stay practicing.
You stay practicing, that way you can try and bring that bar up, and when you have days, you'll have days where you shoot expert, then you have days where you're a pizza box. Marine Corps, you know what I'm talking about. You have days where you're pizza box, next days you're expert. But you want to practice and practice so you can bring up that pizza box to say sharpshooter, and now you're going between expert sharpshooter, that's pretty good, and then, you know, low expert. So you have to constantly practice to maintain that and keep it up.
Facts.
So,
All right.
what the hell? To a Romulus review. She twerks.
Go.
Alright guys, JC and I are back from the range. As you saw before, we did a lot of shooting. We put just over 1,000 rounds through the Romulus. We put about 450 rounds through the Staccato, the C2. I do want to note, out of the 1,000 rounds, we shot 850 of the Troy, the Florida company Troy. Ammo shot great, 115 grain, 124 grain. We decided to do a couple mags of just mixed ammo, Bellum, Winchester, Ruger, and we did get one failure to extract on the Winchester cartridge. We were running the Romulus dry, without any lubrication, out of the box. I mean, minus the red dot and the light. The gun was out of the box bag, I should say. We just had that one issue. After that, that one Winchester round, it kept pushing through. So I don't think it had to do anything with the gun. I'm going to chalk that up to ammo. Myself personally, when I shoot about 500 to 600 rounds in Winchester, somewhere in there, I'll get 2, 3, 4 mishaps. Failure to feed, failure to extract, like primer strikes. And that's why I really like the Troy ammo. I don't really have that issue on any of my guns with the Troy ammo. And I think we're just under 400,000 rounds sold, and I've only had 2 customers have a complaint. One was he shot 3,000 rounds of it out of his 43X with 1 light primer strike, and he had aftermarket springs in there. So you chop that up to however you want. And the second gun had a Frankenstein gun. It was a P80 lower. It had some kind of trigger in it, a trigger bar from another group, a disconnector from someone else, different slide. I mean, there wasn't more than 1 brand per item on there. He didn't have 2 or 3 of the same company. His whole thing was Frankenstein, and he couldn't shoot Troy out of that gun. All of his other guns, he said it worked perfectly fine, but that one Frankenstein gun. So Again, I wouldn't say that's an ammo thing. That's more of a gun thing. But yeah, the Romulus performed exceptionally well. Romulus versus Staccato, I'm going to have to give the win to the Romulus. The Staccato is a great gun. It's a great gun. In my opinion, if you compared it to the car world, it'd be a Porsche 911, where the Romulus would be the F80, right? The new Ferrari. Just two different beasts. Really great gun, both high-end guns. For me, I've got large hands, and when I was trying to do quick reloads, speed reloads, things like that, I would have to break my grip on the Romulus to hit the mag release, whereas the Staccato, I could just come straight down and hit it. I think that was my only positive thing with the Staccato that I liked. The Staccato actually had a really short slide release, and with the Romulus, the thing I really liked about that is it's got this giant shelf. If you watch the unboxing, I talk about it. So when I would put in that second mag, if I slammed it hard enough, the slide would go. If the slide didn't go, as I positioned my hand up here, I'm already there. Well, with the Staccato, I got to look for it. I had to get my glasses, magnifying glass. Where's the slide? Oh, there it is, right? And so that was my only complaint with, really, the Staccato. It performed well, it shot well. It just, I don't think it shot as smooth as the Romulus. JC, on the other hand, he's got XL hands, and so he was able to hit both mag releases just fine without having to break the grip. But what was your pros and cons for the two guns?
I mean, same thing. I got to give it up to the Romulus. I've always liked Staccato. Always wanted a Staccato. But like a lot of us, I have $3,000 to freaking spend on the Staccato. So when I saw the Romulus come out, you know, just under $1,400 for basically an XC clone.
Wait, you know, 1,400 labor credits. Okay?
Labor credits.
We don't promote gun sales. Labor credits.
So I kind of had to just jump on it. It's my first 2011. I've looked at a couple different ones, including the Prodigy and Fusion and a couple other ones, and this one's just the one that sold to my heart. So. Like you said, completely stock. We haven't done anything with the porting or the trigger. All I did was I added the red dot I like, and I added the light. Other than that, she shot phenomenally.
Yeah, I feel like it was a much flatter shooter than the Staccato. I thought it performed well. The other thing I want to know, I'll get pictures, is we shot roughly 1,100 rounds out of this gun, and you can't even, there's no marks on the barrel. The thing still looks brand new, and that is the DLC coating that Alpha Foxtrot does. I mean, that really speaks to the quality of the coating. Any other gun, after 300 rounds, you have all the lines, you have all the witness marks, the wear marks. This thing still looks like we hadn't even shot it, and we just dumped 1,100 rounds through it yesterday. So
yeah, I mean, the only thing that we did was we did tape up the light just to keep all that powder from burning up onto the light itself. But other than that, I mean, you can't even see cooked powder anywhere on this thing.
yeah,
I chuck it up. It's a great freaking gun, man.
it's a phenomenal firearm. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get some photos of that. Stay tuned, and then we'll see you for the next video.